Hi guys, my name is Mia Danae. Welcome if you're new here. If you're not, it is so nice to see you again. Probably wondering what has been going on in Mia's life in the past 48 hours. No, you haven't. But if you have been wondering, I have been being called a whore relentlessly in so many different variations on TikTok. I made a video after the Super Bowl. Well, actually, here's the funniest part of all this is that I made a TikTok probably 2 weeks ago. I was scrolling through sounds and I found this pretty funny sound, what I thought was a funny sound, and I'm gonna have to bleep this, but it's like a man talking, by the way, and it was like, the way I would f him, something like, I'm a ride he wouldn't survive. I thought it was so, like, funny, the audio, like, I just thought it was, like, funny, especially, like, considering, like, the way I am. Like, I was thinking, like, it'd be funny to post because, like, my friends would think, like, it was funny because, like, I do not talk like that at all. Anyway, after the Super Bowl, and, you know, like, I was thinking about, like, Jalen Hurts and, like, Saquon Barkley, and then, like, you know, Cooper DeJean or whatever was, like, really, like, blowing up, and I was like, oh my god, how funny would it be if I actually captioned that with just their names and posted it? I gotta say, the video went very viral, but men in my comments are so mad, and I literally don't even know why. Like, I literally don't know why. First of all, there's some people acting like I'm a homewrecker. I'm like, what? Like, because they have girlfriends. I'm like, they're famous men. Like, I'm not trying to take them from their girlfriends. I would literally never. Like, first of all, the funniest part about all of this is I wouldn't any of them. They all have girlfriends. First of all, it was just a joke. And then there's people in my comments just calling me a whore in the most creative ways possible. Saying my poor father, which, by the way, my dad thinks that all of the men in the comments are fucking stupid. But yeah, that's been going on. And honestly, like, I know, like, you know, you can't control people's perception of you, like, unfortunately. You just cannot. And if they want to think I'm a whore, then I guess they can think I'm a whore. I know I'm not a whore. The people I care about know I'm not a whore. And also, I don't believe in the concept of a whore. That's a conversation. I could go into some real feminist theory right now with you guys, but I don't know if you'd enjoy that, but I don't believe in the concept of a whore. It is just misogyny. I don't know what else is even going on. I've just been in, like, this my own little world. And you know what too? It's like I gotta get used to this because I want to pursue social media as a job. That's what I'm trying to do. So it's like I know, like, this doesn't mean anything, and honestly, it doesn't really hurt my feelings that much because, like I said, like, I know I'm not a whore. It's just like when you open your phone randomly to, like, not even knowing that your video blew up, and then just seeing that a bunch of people are, like, calling you a homewrecker and a whore, it's just like, whoa, where the did that come from? I guess I do struggle with the whole, like, not being able to control people's perception of you, because, like, but it's like, but that's true, that's truth, and that's a lesson I have to learn. You cannot control other people's perception of you, like, point blank period. They're gonna think whatever they want to think, and there's nothing I can do about that. This is one thing I love about the internet so much, is because I met one of my bestest friends through the internet. Like, back in, like, September, I met, like, one of, like, literally the best friends I've ever had in my whole life from the internet, and I was telling her, like, how I had all these people in my comments calling me a whore and whatnot, and like, without even saying anything, she just goes on and finds every single hate comment and goes off on them, ate them all up, and then, like, came back and texted me and was like, I replied to every single hate comment I could find. And, like, honestly, that might be, like, the realest friend I've ever had in my whole life. Anyway, Valentine's Day is coming up. The Eagles parade is going to be on Valentine's Day. Also, oh my god, I have to say something so funny. is that there are a lot of people, like, subscribers on here that are, like, international, and basically I've like converted them into Eagles fans, and I think that is the funniest thing ever. I love that so much. You guys are so cool. And I'm so happy to be filming a YouTube video right now. This is like my safe space. I love you guys, and I really hope that this continues to be like a safe space, not only for me, but for you guys, like, to just, I don't know, share our thoughts and feelings and whatnot. And I mean, you know, as this channel grows, I'm sure there will be some not so great people in the mix, but overall, I like, I don't know, like, coming here, like, I feel like I'm like coming home and I'm talking to my friends right now, and I'm like venting about like the past couple days I've had, and it feels so nice, and I love that. I did something very brave. I posted the link to one of my YouTube videos on my Instagram story, which is something I've been really scared to do because like a lot of like hometown people follow me on my Instagram, but I did it. If you're watching this from my hometown, hello, hi, get to know me, I guess. But where was I going? I was going somewhere with Valentine's Day. The Eagles parade's happening on Valentine's Day. I've thought it through quite a few times, like, and considered going, and I really just don't think it's plausible for me to be able to go. Between my fear of crowds and the fact that it is going to be absolutely insane to get in and out of there, I just don't think it's gonna be able to happen. But I just feel like I've been in just like Super Bowl land. It's just like that's been like my whole, like, all my feed has just been Super Bowl, and, you know, talking to people, it's just Super Bowl. Obviously, I don't know if you guys know this, but like the reason that I'm like so into football is because my dad is such a big Eagles fan, like, and always has been. So like his work is Eagles. Like he does like he does social media as well. So it's just like my household, it's just all been Eagles for the past few days. And so like that's where my brain's at. I'm just like blah 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 blah, Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl. That's also why I'm wearing green right now. I was like, oh look, I got a cute green shirt I could wear. But also on the topic of Valentine's Day, guys, sorry, I am so all over the place right now. Like, I didn't really plan anything to talk about. I just wanted to film and like catch up with you guys because we haven't really talked much. But on the topic of the Super Bowl, no, not the Super Bowl. On topic of Valentine's Day, guys, I know so many people get so sad, like, that they're single on Valentine's Day, and as someone who is going on their 20th year single on Valentine's Day, I just want to say it's really not that deep. Like, I get, like, I'm not saying that your feelings aren't that deep. I'm saying that, like, take it with a grain of salt. Like, think about it this way. Most of the couples that you see, like, going out on these, like, fancy dates on Valentine's Day and, like, making these grand posts for each other, they are unhappy. Like, not 90, but I would say, like, 70% of them are unhappy, cheating, like, toxic, whatever. Don't get caught up in comparing yourself to them. Because, like, for real, like, I used to do it, trust me, like, especially, like, when I was, like, 14, 15, 16, like, I'd be like, oh my god, everyone's in a relationship, and I'm not, and they're so happy, and I'm not. And then, like, I started to get to know people in relationships, and I was like, oh my god, almost none of these people are happy, like, at all. So, like, just take it with a grain of salt, really. And I, like, also have to say, the people who make the most, like, grand posts, professing their love to, like, their partners, most of the time they are the people in the most toxic relationships. In my experience, that's what I've seen. So don't let it bother you too much. Just, did I already tell you this? No, I have not told you this. Oh, wait. Okay, one other thing, like, update about my life is that I had a callback audition, so that was pretty cool. I've been trying, like, okay, like, my main pursuit right now is social media. I am enjoying that a lot. But like acting is like my first love, obviously. And so like I'll never give up on that. It's just not like my main focus. But getting back into auditioning has been like really good for me. Just good for like brushing up on my skills because I, wasn't practicing too much. But I had a callback. That could go nowhere, and that's totally fine. Like I've had that happen. It's the first time in a while anything like that's happened. So that was pretty cool. But when I was filming the callback, I needed to cry and I was struggling to cry. Even though like I actually am really good at fake crying, I don't know why I was struggling so badly to cry. And mainly what I was struggling with was that you couldn't see that I was crying on camera. Like I was crying, but every time I looked back on the clips, you couldn't see it. It got to a point I got so frustrated, I started bawling my eyes out, and then I was just like, fuck it. And I hit record and did the scene again, just bawling my eyes out. And I sent it and I was like, you know what, that's what they're getting. That's I actually don't know if I told you guys about this, but the first audition I did for this project, actually I sent myself into a panic attack for it. So this has been quite an experience for me. If I get it, who knows what'll happen. So far it's given me a panic attack and a breakdown. In the most positive way too, though. I'm just fucking around. I guess this is just a little catch up. This is gonna be a pretty short video. I just wanted to check in with you guys, see how you're doing, how you're feeling. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna wrap things up here. Like I said, this was just a little check-in. I just wanted to touch base with you guys and say hi. And alright, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. I really do. I love this like little community that we have so much. It feels like such a safe space. It really does. I know I already said that in this video, but it just really was reminded of that recently. So yeah, thank you guys for that. And thank you for always being so kind to me. Alright, I will see you guys next time. Bye.